Hey everyone, welcome back to Game Mode Retro. This is Eric, and this is the first episode in a series of Play Retro that I'll be featuring, maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks. I'm not really sure, but at this point, we're just going to basically be playing some of my, past favorite games on different systems that maybe we're not featuring currently in the GMR versus RC series, and give myself some time to talk about some of the classic games that I remember growing up, and looking to have some special guests as we head throughout the season and throughout the series. Maybe having Bill on from the Retro Comparisons, and just some other friends that are, really into, video games and different things like that. Hoping to feature our friend Travis at some point shortly. But tonight's game, we're going to be looking at Prisoners of War on the NES, which was the arcade port that was released in the US in 1989, I believe. And this is a game that I actually have right next to me, complete in box from when I was, my younger days, and wanted to basically just kind of go through today. And I don't know how far I'll get because it's been so long. That's also what I'm trying to do with these games as well, is go into it completely, cold and not practicing and not really trying, not trying to beat the game overall, but just trying to have some fun. So I'm not sure how long I'll make it. Maybe have to start over and do some other continues, but this is a great game, great soundtrack, great gameplay, and something that I just wanted to, start out and play. So let's get into it, and we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, here we go. So, alright. It's basically punch and kick until you can pick up a weapon, which doesn't really last long normally. You don't get many bullets. But obviously you were a prisoner of war and you're escaping out of the camp. And I just remember, honestly, like back in the day, this game's soundtrack and, was one of the first games that I really remember on the NES. So that was one of the reasons why I picked it to start out for this first episode in the series. Throw the knife is always pretty good. But I think, honestly, if it's not a very tough game, I think the game can be beat 25, 30 minutes. But definitely, good game control as well. Like I said, was off the arcade game, and it did get a pretty bad rap. A lot of the arcade ports did, especially in the early years of the NES. But as you can see, my life is... There's one life lost already. Sad. I think it's definitely missing a jump. That's one thing I feel like I remember that. I wish I had a jump. Wow, this guy's taking a while to go away, so that's good. You got the brass knuckles going on. Could use some life right about now. That's one thing I remember this being pretty scarce, if I'm not mistaken. There's a gun, which again is somewhat scarce in the game. I feel like the bullets don't last very long. It's mostly hand-to-hand combat. Alright. But I hope you guys are digging this. Looking for... I know that there were some folks looking for some new, videos in the series, so hopefully you guys dig this one. Alright, one shot is going to do me here, yep. This is just like one of our regular episodes where I die a lot, but just want to show you guys some more of the game, so hopefully it's not right here. Alright. There we go. What's the A, if I remember? That's right, I lost the brass knuckles too when I died, huh? Wasted that knife. Always good. I still think the game holds up too. I was talking about this with Bill the other night. A lot of these games really do hold up, especially obviously if you're getting in more in the retro scene now. I just think there's so much fun to pick up and play, especially with there's just so many games now. But well, that will do it for me on that, on that first. I think I'm gonna have to do a continue to see if I can get a little bit better. I'm not gonna go out that way. All right, let's see if I can do better this time around. Make it a little further. But yeah, we're talking about just the overall, these games hold up really well. Obviously, there's some really bad NES games, and there's some really bad games for all the systems, but I gotta stop wasting those knives there. I just remember like really loving the game, but it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's definitely tricky not to get the two guys to gang up on you at the same time. There we go. Alright, got the knuckles. Alright, this is starting to be a little better now. Let's see if I can keep this momentum going now. Alright. I just remember, obviously, late 80s, there was a lot of, war-type games, a lot of Rambo games, Commando. Last week, or last episode, Bill and I, for GMR versus RC, we did Bloody Wolf, which is the same idea. So a lot of games in the 80s, early 90s that were really focused on, war and whatnot. Alright. Don't get behind me. No, not alright. Really? One knife? I guess if you were in a fight, I guess it would probably kill you too, huh? Alright. No. Don't you do it. I'm mad that I lost the brass knuckles again. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this series. We're going to do a lot of just really talking about games. So having, this week is myself, and just really kind of keep that kind of going, and then get some special guests where I can, and just talk about nostalgia from, games. We're not having a competition. This is just more friendly fun if I have the guests on. So the competition series will still be the GMR versus RC on a weekly basis every Friday. And like I said, looking to release these once every 2 weeks to once a month, depending on the time investment. But I hope you guys will dig this too. Definitely leave some comments below and like and share the video. Let me know. There is some life. See, very scarce if I remember correctly. All right. Grenades, watch out for those. Of course, I walked right into that one. Oh man, I remember this being so cool. Again, I was, youngest, so I always watched my brother play this, I feel like, and kind of learned from watching him, and then, or not getting the chance to play because he was always playing, but really good stuff. Alright, you're dead. That's the hard part if these guys get you a tag team here. Alright. Oh, man. That's it for me again there. Alright, I guess I'll try it one more time. Give it one more shot. I could play this game all day. Again, not my I'm not really showing off the how well I play these games. It's more just like having fun and reminiscing about it, and that's why I think it'll be fun to have some guests on and talk about games. And Play Retro really will feature just some great nostalgia games and maybe some new ones at some point, but starting out with some retro games for sure. Come on, die, man. Man, I'm doing even worse now, huh? Alright. Give me the brass knuckles. Oh my god. Not doing well. And I lost the gun because I killed the guy off the screen, so that's even better. Man, it really is good soundtrack. Alright. No. Man. That's half the fun though, you know? Not playing it for all these years and it's still hard. That's unfair too. I don't like that. Like, these guys can keep bringing knives, and then they throw a knife, and they have another knife back. Like, where's the other knife? I don't see another knife sitting in his, pocket or whatnot. And we're walking around with just our fists. I mean, I get it. We're prisoners, so we don't have weapons, but they can't pick up a weapon and hold on to it the entire time. That's one thing that, never understood that. You guys are crazy in some of these games. What do you gotta do? Well, it's going to do it for me here, I'm sure. Alright, so I'm calling it a day on that one, but that was a quick look in Prisoners of War on the NES, and hope you guys are going to dig the Play Retro series. Definitely throw some comments below and some of the games that you'd like to see me review, and we'll add that to an upcoming episode. But looking to do these, like I said, pretty frequently, twice a month, maybe 3 or 4 times if it gets to that point where I feel like we're getting a good amount of views and some likes and whatnot. So definitely continue to check out the channel. GMR versus RC, which is Game Mode Retro, versus the other channel Retro Comparisons, is a video between my friend and I, Bill. We release that every Friday with some game reviews and ultimately just some great competition, and we have a season 3 going on right now, so definitely check that out. But continue to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let us know what you'd like to see in the comments below. This has been Eric for Game Mode Retro with Prisoners of War on the NES.